Hello. Today I'm going to be reading through the White Album 2 Doujinshi called Lyric. To You, My Dear. Now, the cover is beautiful. I really do like the colors. I hate the contrast between the title and the background because it's a little hard to read. But Kazusa does look very much at peace. And as you can see, this takes place during the introductory chapter. Her little invisible piano. So, this page makes it actually super obvious what the title is. To You, My Dear. Presented by Nataku Ga Yuku. Kazusa plays the piano. Haruki plays the guitar. And Setsuna sings. So right away, we're kind of thrown into the thick of it. This isn't going to follow the events exactly linearly. This is going to focus on where it wants to focus on and tell a story about that moment in time, which I think is very meaningful. It's not just a retelling of the story we already know. It's from a slightly different perspective. Oh, come on. Just play the whole thing already. Lyric, To You, My Dear. This artist, I noticed, tends to shade everything a little bit dark. There you are. I was wondering whether you were going to show up. What's up, Chief? How'd Sunday go? Can Haruki play the damn song yet? Ask him if you're that worried. I know he's already here. He's been passed out at his desk all morning. So just to kind of set the time here, clearly this is already where they are a trio. Kazusa's been giving Haruki the lessons, and Takeya's not been kicked out of the group, but he's clearly been pushed aside in favor of doing other things. So that is the timing of this. Because he went home on the first train, I guess. Which, by the way, is usually 6 a.m., so finishing work at 6 a.m. is a little bit crazy. Also here. What's this? Oh, Izuka-senpai. What is it? Is it a present? Wow. A gift to you, my dear. The title of the doujin, To You, My Dear. I love how the bag just says lovely in an English font. Gross. Immediately throws it in the trash. Aw, I worked so hard on the presentation. Anyway, I converted the programming data you asked for into MP3 format so you could listen to it. Check it over when you have the time, okay? Yeah, will do. Hey, what's with this notebook? How do I put it? Call it a posthumous work from Haruki. I can't make anything out of it. They're the lyrics to an original song he wanted to do. He's acting like it's no big deal, but like Takeya absolutely 100% did this on purpose with intention of getting this song made for his best friend, which is really sweet. Also, the whole scratch behind the head, embarrassed Japanese man trope is so cute. Original? You know, we don't have the space for that, practically speaking, right? Yeah, I get it. We've only got a week left, but I figured it would be a lot better than me having it. Fine. I'll hang on to this, Chief. Aww. It's Todokanai Koi, Love Out of Reach. They don't specifically show it in the game, right? This scene between Takeya and Kazusa. And I really wish they showed Takeya's interactions with the trio more anyway. Because the only proof of their interaction we even get is only in one of the routes from Coda, where Kazusa invites Takeya and Io backstage, like, oh, I want to see my friends. But in the game, we don't really get to see them interacting directly, so this is kind of a nice little scene. Get up. Ugh. Haruki. Just thwacks him with their bag. Morning. Morning, Toma. And they're both yawning because they were both up late with each other, practicing music. And it's not even an innuendo. Wait, are you two friends? Yes, they are. Haruki's lyrics. Love out of reach. A love ballad? Are you pretending to be lonely? High school level poetry. Well, I guess we are high school students. It's a perfectly conventional love song. I do think the lyrics are very beautifully written to Todokanai Koi. Like, they're pretty hard-hitting. They're pretty well done. I don't think it's necessarily high school level. It could be coworkers, but it's clearly somebody who you're seeing on a regular basis. Is Kitahara the type for love out of reach? Could it be Setsuna? Or out of reach? But Toma-san, when it comes to Kitahara-kun, huh? Like the flower on the highest peak? You're just like me. The scene where they were getting burgers together and Setsuna's just poking and prodding about her crush. Why would I feel that way about Kitahara? What was Kitahara thinking of when he wrote these lyrics? And here's the question. How much did Kazusa realize about the lyrics at this time? Now, we kind of find out that she didn't really understand until the very end, until much closer to the concert. But she might have had inklings like now, kind of like this Doujinshi author presents it. We're not sure. We don't know for sure. But like, I want to say that it's so dumb. Like, how can you not know? But then again, they're in high school and it's a tough time for everybody. Say, senpai. Is it good? You know, I managed making these rolled omelets a lot. It's delicious. Wow, if this is your cooking, we could get married whenever you want. Hey, Chief. Oh, Takeya being spoiled by women always. Do you have a second? Sorry. I'm going to borrow your boyfriend for a moment. She's beautiful. Oh, sure. Oh, Kazusa, you could get any guy you wanted. Except the one guy that you want. Well, no, that's not true. Because she could get Haruki at this point too, if she were open with him. But she's not. Wow. What? Never seen you make that face before. I was just trying to keep any horns from popping up. They did pop up. They popped up all over the place. That was terrifying. Stop talking about things popping up, you freak. So weird. Such an unnecessary innuendo there. This here. I do compose, but I've never set someone else's lyrics to music before. I can't get any image in my head for it. What Kitahara was thinking about when he wrote these lyrics? Well, I assume he was thinking about Ogiso. Yeah, no. Takeya just straight up, no. What? He came at me about wanting to do an original song at the end of summer vacation. Setsuna-chan. Hey, Ogiso-chan wasn't involved yet when he gave that to me. Doesn't like him being overly familiar with Setsuna. What Haruki was thinking about when he wrote it, huh? I get it. It's a song about feelings for someone specific. Oh, wow. Huh? What? You know what it's about? Something happened over summer break. Aw, bark, bark. That's adorable. I love it. Bark, bark. It's hot in here. He was remembering practicing the guitar like crazy. Whoa. To think Haruki came up with feverish lyrics like this, and he's actually fixing to make it happen? There's no stopping that guy. Hey, don't keep me in the dark here. Takeya knows what's going on. Takeya is not dumb. He's close enough to Haruki to know what's happening, and he's not like in denial like the girls often are. He's not self-conscious like, oh, it couldn't possibly be about me, because like, you know, he's the guy best friend. He wrote these lyrics to seem like they're from a girl's point of view, but it's actually Haruki's. No question. Point of view? You're still not getting it? Over a summer break, something happened that made Haruki get serious about the guitar. That's all I can say. See ya. Summer break? Wait. I may have screwed up. This is a roundabout love letter from Haruki. Toma's adding music to Haruki's lyrics, and Setsuna-chan is going to sing them? Shit. If she figures it out... God, I hope things don't get complicated. Oh, Takeya, you have no idea what you have set in motion for everyone. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think this is definitely a slightly meddlesome best friend thing to do. A song about feelings for someone specific. Something during summer break. I didn't have any proof, which is why I tried getting it out of Izuka. Could it really be about me? Well, I wish you would have talked to Haruki to find out. Are you pretending to be lonely? I've always been alone. Aww. She is a lonely girl. It sucks. I hate how Haruki brushes over it later, like, oh, you were never alone. You weren't really abandoned. Like, yeah, she was. I couldn't help but wonder why. Here, and you do this and this. Go away. Still trying, huh? He's always paid way too much attention to me. Was I happy to see him taking an interest in music? Then, before I knew it, you fascinated me more than anyone. Oh, she's blushing. Really cute. Like, come on, it's so obvious. Come on. Of course not. He's a tightwad former class rep. Hey, class rep, about the drama club. It doesn't mean anything. He's the same with everyone. Not everyone, that's not true. He helped me remember how fun music can be. Which is a huge, huge point, and I feel like this isn't talked about enough, in-game or otherwise. Kazusa was just using the piano as a coping mechanism. And then it was hurtful to her, right? She only got back into music when she realized how fun it was playing with Haruki. And then, you know, communicating with Haruki, which isn't exactly the healthiest or best way to go about it, but he re-inspired her. And that is a beautiful thing. Kitahara's feelings. A melody is coming to me. What's wrong, Toma? You're red in the face. Shut up. Oh. You could have a fever. Don't talk to me. I can't even look Kitahara in the face. Neither of us got enough sleep. Don't push yourself too hard, okay? Oh, she's embarrassed. Poor shy high school girl. Oh, don't push myself too hard. Whose fault do you think it is I've reached this point? All right, calm down, calm down. You two in the back, quiet down. Damn it. Excuse us. For God's sake, what am I doing? I understand you're all excited about the festival, but as soon as it's over... Now, Kitahara, continue reading from where we left off. Oh, she literally has a notebook for the light music club. That's so cute. Right. I feel no exhaustion. My legs continue to run, following the roots remaining in my memories of the Beta Age. As I dash up a low hill, I catch sight of the village lights. I have to get that song down onto paper. I have to give his embarrassing lyrics a proper answer. But this is the problem with Kazusa. She thinks talking to people is through music only. This is the only way she can express herself, which is such a non-direct way to do things. It's not good. But Ogiso is going to be the one singing it. Huh? Haruki-kun's original? Oh, she's wearing the outfit. It was so cute. Yep. Kitahara wrote the lyrics. I added the music, and we want you to sing it, Ogiso. All right. Love out of reach. That all right is definitely not all right. This is cruel of me, taking these words that Kitahara put his feelings into and making somebody else sing them. Huh? Toma-san, is this... Watch Ogiso figure it out. So this doujinshi artist's interpretation is 100%. Kazusa knew exactly what was going on, well aware of it, and felt a little bit guilty, but still went through with making Setsuna sing it. Personally, I don't believe 100% that she believed it. I think the idea probably ran through her mind, but she's like, there's no way. There's no way it could be me. And that I do honestly believe. Yeah, it was just something I wrote when I joined the club. I asked them to let me write something as a condition for joining. These lyrics Haruki-kun wrote, it almost seems like Toma-san knows the real meaning behind these lyrics. I really, really don't think so. He or she does, obviously, but... Actually, when I found out this morning that this song was finished, I had to take a second to process that it was really happening. Hey, Toma, say something, will you? Do you know, Haruki-kun? Do you know that Toma-san has realized how you feel? Poor Setsuna. Yeah, dang. I can't sing this. Sorry, Ogiso. Maybe I shouldn't have written this song. She's definitely between a rock and a hard place, because if she does sing it, it's very painful to herself. And if she doesn't sing it, she's letting down Haruki and Kazusa, but honestly, to her, mostly it's Haruki. Even so, Ogiso, I know I'm being selfish about this, but this is a song for the three of us. Toma-san, please make his wish come true. You're just like me. We want you to sing it. For Haruki-kun's sake. All right. Toma-san, could you play it through once? I can't read sheet music. Oh. Setsuna's smile, but her eyes not being shown here really just drives home the fact that, it's a disguise. She is not happy doing this. And here they are, a slight time skip to the actual school festival. And they are looking good. Haruki, I hate the fact that Haruki just wears his school uniform. Like, oh, look at these beautiful women. Guys don't even have to try. I hate that. Guys should have to try with their fashion just as much as girls do. This is our last song. Aww. Thank you. Aww, it's so cute. Awesome. They're all so amazing. Right? Hey, what's up? I can't watch this. Shit, I can't even listen. Oh, Takaya, this has got to be hard for him too, right? Knowing the truth behind the song, it's hard to listen to it and not feel bad. Especially like, us as players of the game, it's kind of hard to listen to as well. This is an original song composed by the three of us. It's called Love Out of Reach. Please enjoy it. Haruki's lyrics are hitting me a little too hard right now. Then before I knew it, you fascinated me more than anyone. Oh, that's tough. How can I show my heart in the mirror? Toma turned Haruki's feelings into music. Even if my love never reaches you, the day may come when it starts to show. Until that hazy answer appears. Setsuna-chan understands all of it, and she's still singing. Because that's how much she loves Haruki. She's willing to throw away her own feelings. She's willing to hurt herself in order to fulfill his dreams. And she has been like that, and she will always be like that. And that's hard. My love will remain unable to come alive. Accepting Haruki's feelings for Toma. Accepting Toma's feelings. Yo, singing is a hell of a thing. Huh? I guess. Io's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Love, jealousy, sweetness, cheers, envy. This show is wrapped up in so many different emotions. That Setsuna-chan can pull off something like this, it's terrifying. Haruki, what the hell are you gonna do? Not even Haruki knows what he's gonna do. Also, I love that the Yamaha piano is wahaha. I love slightly tweaked copyrighted things. That's one of my favorite things in manga and anime. Wahaha. Oh, Haruki-kun, have you not realized that your feelings have already reached Toma-san? I can understand it now. The meaning of love being out of reach. Oh, this is Setsuna's thoughts now. All right, we've switched from Takaya now. I can understand it now. The meaning of love being out of reach. But I'm going to get these feelings through to Haruki-kun. Toma-san? Oh, she's trying her best on stage and it's kind of scaring Kazusa a little bit. Kazusa gets her beautiful saxophone solo, so she's not going to be completely outdone by Setsuna by any means. Yoko looks positively evil on the left there. This trio performance will go down as a legendary moment in Hojo High School's history. Falling asleep while someone's playing for you. Yeah, this scene. What a jerk. I mean, I guess it could be a compliment. Your playing is so soothing that he was able to fall asleep. Really? Just listening to his terrible guitar playing was enough. I've been pretending not to notice. Just being next to him was enough to content me. Well, enough to content you for now, but another girl is gunning for him now, so you can't just wait around and do nothing. And I guess because Ogiso sang that song love out of reach. I finally realized my own feelings. Well, it's about dang time, but as they say, sometimes it's too little, too late. Kitahara, are you going to end up belonging to Ogiso? I can't stop that feeling now. Oh, put the little hat on him. Ogiso was the one who provoked this in the first place. I was the first one to feel this way for Kitahara. Yeah, well, being the first one doesn't mean you're gonna be the first one. You know? You gotta go for what you want or it'll be too late. I know that's like not gonna savor the situation, but like, come on. And there's Setsuna. Even if my love never reaches you, the day may come when it starts to show. Oh, Todokanai Koi. She knows. She knows exactly what's going on. Wait, what was the next line? She can't even think. If the answer appears in my hazy heart, my love will finally come alive. Was that it? But for now, to you, my dear, is finished. So, thank you so much for being here with me on this Doujinshi reading from White Album 2. Again, it's a scene that's been done many times, but it is from a slightly different perspective. I think my favorite part about this is seeing Takea's perspective, that we didn't necessarily get to see as much of it in the game. It would have been interesting for them to have included that. So this gives us a taste of like that terror that Takea feels, like possibly having set something in motion here. Now, whether things unfolded that way because of Todokanai Koi or whether they would have happened regardless, we're not sure. But scary thoughts. So, thanks so much for being here, and I will see you on the next Doujinshi reading. Until then, hope you take care. See you.